everyone, it's me, Reverend Phil Bosick, the pastor of St. Paul AME Zion Church, here with the sermon recap for the sermon from August 25th, 2019. In this particular sermon, we came from the subject, falling back into the familiar. Many of us, we will return to a situation if it's familiar, even if it's harmful to us. There's a concept that I read in Psychology Today online from the author Deborah Ward. She was talking about the Familiarity Principle, and basically what that means is even if something is bad or toxic for us, as long as it's familiar, we'll want to go back to it. And that's what we see with the children of Israel. Stephen here in Acts chapter 7, verse 39, he's discussing how the children of Israel rejected Moses and wanted to go back into slavery. They wanted to go back into bondage. And we say to ourselves, why in the world would you want to go back to a bad situation? But for many of us, we stay in bad relationships, bad friendships, bad jobs. We stay in bad situations, not because we can't do any better, but because it's familiar. We're too afraid to venture out beyond because we don't know how it's going to look or how it's going to work out. And so the lack of control of not knowing the future forces us to stay where we are. How many of you right now, if you look at your situation, you know it's not the best, you know it could be better, but you say to yourself, at least I know where I am, at least I'm familiar with the surroundings. You're falling victim to falling back into the familiar. Think about this. The children of Israel were on their way to the promised land. They were on their way to a land that the Bible said was flowing with milk and honey, meaning it had abundance of resources. But they rather had stayed in bondage because they missed a few creature comforts, like leeks. Don't let leeks ruin you from the future God has for you. Well, that's been the sermon recap. I'm Reverend Phil Bosick. We hope and pray that you come by and visit us at St. Paul. We're at 201 Wellborn Street here in Johnson City, Tennessee. We would love to see you. God bless you and keep you. Thank you.